An ordinary LEGO minifigure, mistakenly thought to be the extraordinary master builder, is recruited to join a quest to stop an evil LEGO tyrant from gluing the universe together. This is my review of the LEGO Movie. When I first heard that Warner Brothers was going to make a LEGO Movie, I was thinking to myself, man, that sounds so stupid. It sounds like it's just a movie for kids and I'm probably not going to see it. But when I first saw the trailer, the first trailer that came out for the movie, I was like laughing. And after the trailer ended, I was thinking to myself, wow, this trailer made me laugh. And I was also thinking to myself, like, wow, is this movie not just for kids, but also for teenagers and adults? Because it actually looks good. So I did a little bit of research into the movie, and I found out that this movie was being directed by the same people that directed Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and 21 Jump Street. And when I saw that, I was like, wow, really? The same people that directed 21 Jump Street directed Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Which I never have seen, but I've heard that from a lot of people that it's a really good and funny anime movie. And that got me even more interested because of the fact that they directed 21 Jump Street, and I loved 21 Jump Street. It was one of my favorite comedies of 2012. So I definitely knew I was going to see the movie, but before I saw the movie, I heard a lot of good reviews of the movie from regular movie critics and movie critics on YouTube that this movie was awesome and it was really good. And after seeing the LEGO Movie with my dad, I have to tell you guys that the movie is that good. It is really awesome. The good points. The thing I liked the most about the LEGO Movie was the witty and comedic humor throughout the entire movie, because the movie is only an hour and 30 minutes long, and it seems like in every scene there was something to laugh about, or like something for a particular person, or for a particular age group to laugh about, because there's some jokes that like only little kids will get, and there's other jokes that like teenagers and adults would only get. And that's good when you're trying to make a movie, especially an anime movie for all age groups. I also thought that the story and the writing were good as well, because the story had good themes to it and everything. And the writing, like I said, with the humor was witty and comedic. Like it fitted well in this movie. The other thing I like about the story and the writing is that there were some moments that I didn't see coming at all. And I'll get to those moments in the spoiler section for this review. Speaking of the writing, I think that whoever wrote this movie did the characters very well. I thought that whoever wrote this movie did a good job with the character development for the lead character, whose name is Emmett. And I think he did a good job with all the other characters, including the antagonist. The voice acting was good as well, from Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks, Liam Neeson, Morgan Freeman, Will Arnett, Will Ferrell. Another good point about the movie is the animation. Like, for the most part, like everything about the animation was really great. It was really spectacular to see the animation in this movie, because everything in this movie is animated with Lego blocks. For example, like when one of the characters was taking a shower, like coming out of the spout were like blue Lego blocks. And when there was an explosion, the explosion would be made out of Lego blocks as well. And I like how in the animation they were trying to go for like a stop motion type of animation, just to make it look like they did stop motion for this movie, even though they didn't. Like, the entire movie is CGI, but they made it in a way that made it look like stop motion. I also thought that the directing was amazing in this movie, because the movie is an hour and 30 minutes long, and the pacing of the movie is like really frantic, and it goes like by really fast. But the movie was directed in such a way where you focused on like all the important moments of the movie, and where you focused on all the amazing moments of the movie, and where you focused on all the spectacular moments of the movie. The final good point I'll say about the LEGO Movie is that the movie is a little bit open-ended, and there's I think there's room for a sequel, and I wouldn't mind if there was a sequel, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was a sequel because this movie is making a buttload of money. The bad points. So ironically, the only thing I didn't like about the Lego Movie was some moments of the animation. Because I said in the good points that for the most part the animation was amazing. But there were some moments where I thought that the animation looked weird to me. Because there were moments where the CGI of the film looked like they were trying to make it look like stop motion, but at other certain moments it looked like it was just regular CGI. And that took me out of the movie a little bit because of the way it looked, because it's like, whoa, did something happen with the projector or something? Or is it just the way it's filmed? For example, in this one moment in the movie, they were on this raft that was on the ocean, and the ocean, like they're trying to make the CGI look stop motion. While when they were on the boat, or the raft, I should say, it looked like it was just regular CGI. So what I'm trying to say is that for the most part, the CGI was amazing, but at certain moments, my eyes didn't agree with what I was seeing at certain moments, like when I was trying to be stop motion CGI and just regular CGI. So like I said, I saw this movie with my dad, and my dad gives this movie a 3.25 out of 4 stars, while I give it a 3.75 out of 4 stars. I think it's a movie that you'll enjoy, especially if you have a kid, and it's definitely worth the money for sure. Alright, spoilers for the Lego Movie. If you haven't seen the Lego Movie yet, then get out of here now, because I'm going to be spoiling the film. This is why it's called the spoiler section, because I'm spoiling the film for you, and this is a major point of the movie I'm spoiling, so please get out of here now. So like I said in the good points, there was a moment that surprised me a little bit, and that I didn't expect the movie to go at. And that moment was when Emmett, the main character, went down that portal, and he went into our world, and when that happened I was like, wait, what? What's going on here? And then you see this kid playing with like this Lego city and with all these other Lego people. He knows who Emmett is, and then you hear the main antagonist voice, and then you see Will Ferrell come down the steps into the basement, and it's like, oh, I get it. Because the kid has made this entire fantasy world in his head, and this entire story that's based off of like his life and based off of his dad. When this happened, I was like, okay, this is a little bit strange, so is this like where the movie's gonna end or something? But then when the father took Emmett away from his son and put him on a table, and when he was trying to glue him or something, like then Emmett's like character in like our world, like his figure was like moving. I was like, wait a second, is this like some sort of like paranormal sort of thing happening right here? And I like how in this moment we find out that like in our world, like whatever actions happen in our world, like to these characters that are happening in their world, like it happens to them as well. And during this time I like how we get to know some of the main themes of the movie, and this moment like really had a lot of heart to it because it kept switching from our world to the Lego world, and it was pretty interesting. So that was my review for the Lego Movie. I hope you guys like it. Comment down below and everything. And other than that, guys, that's it.